Declutter and Simplify Your Life by Sophie Largen. How minimalism lowered my cortisol. Sophie Largen comes from the UK and built her work around the pain of chronic overwhelm. Can you relate to this? Have you ever been overwhelmed by a bunch of stuff in your place, apartment, home, desk? Living in environments that felt emotionally heavy, chaotic, and stressful, she said she had to stop the anxiety loop somehow. And she struggled with anxiety triggered by clutter, disorganization, and the mental load that physical excess creates. Her solution was practical minimalism. Clear surroundings lead to lower stress, calmer biology, and better focus. Her work helps people understand that decluttering is not only aesthetic, it's a nervous system regulation and emotional liberation. I would never say that I was a hoarder, but I would hold on to things. And now all I have are things that are sentimental. Let's take an example. This blanket, this pillow, my mom used to sleep on. My mom and I lived together for the last 7 years of her life, including these pillows and this blanket as well. Those are gonna be places from Haiti that I've been to. I've been to Haiti 3 times to do medical mission work, and the money that I get from YouTube revenue, my speaking engagements, etc., I'm gonna donate 70% to feeding the poor and purifying their water until I have a full team. And these remind me of that. In Aruba, I went with my mom to Aruba. Of course, I have some plants there, but this is really it. I don't have a bunch of stuff. Like, I'm okay if I even sit on the ground. What I'm trying to say is that decluttering and minimizing your life and keeping things that are sentimental to you will lower your cortisol or your stress levels automatically. Now I have 2 tabs open, one with the titles of the books and one with the script. I don't have anything else open on my computer. I've decluttered it. I don't have a bunch of stuff that I don't need there. One example of decluttering also was I saved everything on my computer. I went to the Mac store and I asked them to delete it. And I backed everything up to iCloud. I backed it all up on Time Machine, but I wanted to see if I declutter my computer, how I'm gonna feel. And I put the photos back in because I drag and drop them to do Canva and do uploads. And sometimes I'll do occasional Facebook posts and Instagram, but I'm mainly focused on YouTube. With that said, also what I've done is I only have clothes in my closet that fit me. There might be a handful of things here and there that I don't need, but for the most part, since my mom died, I've moved about 8 times, and I've been decluttering myself since then to a point where I know where everything is now. Now let's go over a few things that might help you lower your stress levels. You have a bunch of stuff that you don't need. Number 1, start with one zone at a time. Start with micro areas, just like a drawer, a corner, a surface, not the whole thing at once. Her audiobook repeats all the time. One zone completed equals immediate stress relief. When you can narrow things down to the smallest detail, I am just gonna take that drawer and open it. But I'm gonna sit down though, and this is my 1-second mind hygiene thing too, where I just write for 1 second and let's see what happens. But I gotta make it an event though. I can't just walk up and sit down. I gotta get dressed, I gotta sit down, I gotta get a pen in my hand and write. I gotta sit down, I gotta look at a desk, and I gotta declutter it. Yesterday, I had slept off for maybe like a couple of days, lying in bed, doing some content, reviewing, but not sitting down though. But I didn't like it. And my clothes were in a hamper. I'm like, look, I gotta get this stuff organized right now. I gotta make sure that my t-shirts are here, my shirts are here. And I just wanted to take a look at it again. And I just said, let me start with the t-shirts. One zone at a time, a drawer, a desk, and maybe like one part of the closet. But here's the thing about this is that you cannot stop. Imagine how much your stress levels will reduce when you know where everything is. Number 2, keep, donate, and toss. Her central sorting system revolves around keeping only what serves you, donate what can serve others, and toss what drains your space or energy. And this is repeated in every chapter. And once you do this, you just have to surrender, what I call consecration. Just surrender. Is this gonna forward the mission? Is me having these clothes that are a little bit bigger than I need right now going to serve the mission? No, let me donate it. I won't have it in my life. I'll reduce the stress. There are so many things like this that I've done. And for the most part, I've just kept things that are sentimental, but even some of those I've thrown away too. Like, for example, I have a 3,000 square foot home and I've rented it out now. But in that home, imagine I had 3,000 square foot full of stuff, and then I was slowly reducing it as I started moving. And my mom's salaries were one of the most difficult things for me to donate. But I'm like, look, it's not going to serve me. I can keep a few of them, but I'm not going to be able to keep all of them. You have to make that decision and you have to be able to live with it. And you have to keep on doing it over and over again. And when you do this and when you create these decisions and you say, look, this black and white, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to live with the outcome. Is this going to matter? Who says this? In Feel Good Productivity, Ali Abdaal, he says this. He's like, is this going to matter in 10 hours, 10 days, 10 months, or 10 years? And there's only one way really around this, is to write it. And if you don't, you're going to be confused. If you talk to somebody, even listen to this video, you got to go do the work. Number 3, reduce decision fatigue through routines. What Sophie talks about is she uses simple daily habits like 10 minutes tidy, one in, one out rule, and reset your space at night. These routines stabilize your environment and lower your cortisol and stress levels. As an example, you just go through one room at a time. 10 minutes is cool. I just start off with 1 second. Number 4, attachment versus usefulness. She teaches that people hold on to items because of emotion, not function. She guides you to the task. Do I use this, or do I just feel guilty letting it go? Releasing emotional clutter reduces internal calm. And the more you do it, the better you get at it. I know it sounds weird, but think about it like going to the gym. Are you going to feel better? Once you start losing weight, are you going to feel better? That's if you need to. Once you get a haircut, don't you feel better? I mean, you just keep on doing it. And here's the best part about this is I'll tell you that some of these things that I have are still emotional, but I can live with it though. But they're not things that won't serve my mission, vision, purpose. Number 5, simplicity creates mental space. Her biggest idea is a decluttered home creates a decluttered mind. She ties physical order to emotional clarity, which lowers stress, which has more intentional living. And this is clearly the space that you can see here. Now, I didn't just get to this, although I was always very clean because my parents were very dirty. Sorry, guys, I have to say that. And my brother was even neater than me. I mean, things were just perfect. But what I've done is that I want to be an inspirational speaker, an embodied, consecrated, self-belief philanthropist. I believe in myself. I need to declutter everything in my life. Minimal t-shirts, shorts, shoes. I only have a handful of all of these. And I know exactly how much I have and where they are. Look at this environment. And if you go into my fridge, if you go into my cabinets here, they all are decluttered. Now, I'm not going to say they're 100% perfect, but they look good though. And my closets, they look good. My bed is always done every single day. The good news is that I don't have a lot to do. Like this whole routine of me like clearing the dishwasher out is 3 minutes or something, like if that. Me, right when I wake up, I take care of the cat and my dog and I take her out, all of this stuff, and then I clean up the litter box twice a day. All of that stuff, takes maybe about 4 or 5 minutes at the most. And when you can do this on a regular basis, then you've decluttered your mind, you've decluttered your mental space, and now you can clear your mind for other things. I say this to patients all the time. Imagine that day that you're in great shape, you look good, you think I look like this? You should see my before and after pictures. I was overweight most of my life. When I was on drugs, I was underweight. And throughout this whole time, as I decluttered my mind, I decluttered my body, I don't eat sugar anymore. I hardly eat fatty foods. I don't eat chips or Indian snacks because I'm addicted to them. Sometimes I might I've been eating bread. I've ate sourdough bread maybe a handful of times this year, but I don't eat white bread. it digests too quickly, and I hardly eat it, and I won't go searching for it. What this has done is this has decluttered my body. And I tell patients, I'm like, when you declutter your body, you're in great shape, you look good, you feel good, you can wear anything that you want. Your mind has equity now. You've released the equity in your mind. You don't have silly things renting space in your head. When I sit down, am I going to look a certain way? No, not anymore. I can focus on something else now. And when you declutter your apartment, your home, you only have 2 tabs open, you don't eat sugar, imagine that day of how much you can do. If you found value in this video, please subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'll be dropping videos every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. There will be a mind hygiene guide that you can download that'll help you believe in yourself every second. Make sure you comment and tell us how you're decluttering your life and your mind, and inspire us.